Ik heb hem... Als ik hem nu mijn auto daar neerzet...
Who is she? The woman behind Jake Paul. We're diving into the relationship of one of the internet's most talked about couples, Jake Paul and his girlfriend.
Wow! Power couple! Woo!
The stunning Dutch athlete, Jutta Leerdam. Recently, fans got an intimate look at their relationship in a new Netflix documentary, where Jutta opened up about her fears as Jake prepares for a high-stakes fight against none other than the legendary Mike Tyson. She had some strong words for Tyson, saying she wants him to stay away from her man.
That is like not even comparable. Like
he was partying.
He is 57, but he is strong.
Partying.
Like his body just remembers how to fight. Like Jake has been doing this for like only a few years. So if someone like started a few years ago with speed skating, they couldn't even participate in the World Championships. Like that's not even possible. So what Jake is doing is already crazy.
So let's dive into what makes this power couple tick and who Jutta really is. First, let's talk about Jutta Leerdam. At just 25 years old, Jutta is already a massive figure in the world of speed skating. She's not only the pride of the Netherlands, but a 6-time world champion who has taken the sport by storm. Known as the Ice Queen by her fans, Jutta has claimed multiple medals, including world championship titles, and has dominated the European and world stages. Her athletic prowess, discipline, and determination have earned her a huge following across the globe. So how did these two even meet? On the surface, Jake Paul and Jutta Leerdam seem like an unlikely pair. Jake, the American YouTuber turned boxer with a brash personality and a history of wild controversies, and Jutta, the disciplined and reserved athlete from the Netherlands. But, as they say, opposites attract. According to Jutta, it all started when Jake slid into her DMs on Instagram, inviting her to be a guest on his podcast. Jake sent me a DM and asked if I wanted to come on his podcast, Leerdam explains.
I remember I was at my training and I just did the rep of squatting and stuff, and then I looked at my phone and you were texting me and I was texting back, and I remember I was laughing at my phone and
then he sent her flowers in the first week of them talking like a fucking turtle.
But things quickly took a different turn when Jake began flirting with her almost right away. At first, Jutta wasn't too impressed. When he reached out online, I thought, what an arrogant guy. He thinks he can get whatever he wants, but he's not getting me. She recalls, admitting that she never expected him to end up as her boyfriend. Jake laughs about it now, saying she thought I was a nasty character, and honestly, I am.
I already knew. I just knew our vibes were gonna be like, boom, to the moon.
Crazy.
Yeah, I can just tell. Like when I know something, I just can feel it in my soul.
But eventually, she got my humor. Jutta agrees, admitting that once she saw his sense of humor, she softened toward him. What started as a chance podcast invite turned into something deeper and very unexpected for both of them. Jake has been showing his love for Jutta in true Jake Paul style, through grand gestures and gifts. Over the past few months, he showered her with designer bags, extravagant jewelry, flowers, and even flown her to luxury vacations on his private jet. Jake isn't one to shy away from the spotlight, and he's made it clear just how much he cares about Jutta by constantly treating her to lavish surprises. Fans have been watching as he posts these thoughtful and sometimes over-the-top gifts on social media, showing his softer side. And it seems that Jutta loves it. While she's always had a more low-key and focused lifestyle, she's embracing Jake's big personality and generosity. From designer clothes to luxurious getaways, Jake is certainly pulling out all the stops to make her feel special. And in return, Jutta has been supportive of his career, showing up to his fights and cheering him on. But while the gifts and the fun moments are great, it's not all sunshine and roses for these two. In the latest Netflix documentary, Jutta gets candid about her fears for Jake's well-being.
He's the competitor that is like the most scary to me.
Yeah, he is. He's
to
very,
me, like
he's
if I look
very
at him,
scary.
like he's just scary. Like He's super strong, and I've seen like videos of him. And of course, he's like a little bit older now, but
With Jake gearing up for a fight against one of the most legendary and feared boxers of all time, Mike Tyson,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jutta admitted that she's genuinely scared. And who wouldn't be? Tyson has a reputation as one of the most intense fighters in boxing history. Jutta said, "I am really worried about Jake. Boxing can be so dangerous, and I hate the idea of him getting hurt, especially in a fight against someone like Mike Tyson. I really wish Tyson would just stay away from my man." It's clear that Jutta's love for Jake is strong, and she's genuinely concerned about his safety in the ring. For Jake, boxing has always been about pushing boundaries and taking on new challenges. But for Jutta, the risks are very real. It's a raw and emotional moment that shows just how deeply she cares for him. Of course, for Jake, this fight is one of his biggest ambitions yet. Facing off against a legend like Mike Tyson isn't something he's willing to back down from. But for Jutta, each punch and every round will be filled with worry. She's proud of his drive, but admits that his health and safety are her top concerns. And who can blame her? Watching someone you care about go up against such a fierce opponent is nerve-wracking, to say the least. So what's next for these two? As Jake gets closer to his fight date, Jutta has been sticking by his side, supporting his training and pushing him to be his best. But that doesn't mean she's totally comfortable with the idea of him stepping into the ring with Tyson. The documentary captures this tension beautifully, showing the balance between their love and her fears. In the end, Jutta Leerdam is much more than just Jake Paul's girlfriend. She's a world-class athlete, an independent woman with her own successful career, and a deeply caring partner. Her love for Jake shines through in every way, from cheering him on to worrying about his safety. And with Jake's high-profile fight coming up, fans will be watching closely not only to see him in the ring, but to see Jutta's reactions as she cheers him on from the sidelines. Whether Jake comes out of the ring with a win or a loss, one thing's for sure, he's got a strong, loving partner rooting for him. Jutta Leerdam isn't just a spectator in Jake's world. She's a powerhouse in her own right, and together they make an amazing, unexpected team. So, what do you think of Jake and Jutta's relationship? Will their bond help Jake in the ring, or will Jutta's concerns weigh on his mind? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.